Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Berliana Afrida. I am from TBI 3. Yesterday we discussed a little branch of microlinguistic and macrolinguistic. Now we discuss it more deeply. Linguistic studies language. But did you know that it turned out that the aspect of language is very broad? The elements of the language itself are very numerous, so it is necessary to categorize the science of branches of linguistics according to the focus on the study. It broadly speaking, microlinguistic are branches of linguistics that focus on language itself and the element in it, while macro focus on language and aspects outside of language such as society, culture, environment, law, and others. Let us understand the concept of phonology. Phonology comes from the word phon, which means sound, and logy are knowledge. So, phonology is the study of sound. Phonology is a branch of microlinguistics, and phonology has subdisciplines, namely phonetic and phonemic. We can illustrate the word of PyCanet 1994, where phonetic collects raw materials and cooking phonemic to make it more understandable. We see definition according to expert. Phonetic, the study of production, transmission, and reception of speech sound. Tooth 1991. Phonemic, the study of sound, a sound pattern of a specific language. Phonetic, a study of speech sound, a sound in any human language. Lim 1975. Phonemic, the study of how the sounds are organized and how they function in a language. In the picture, a woman says something and is heard by men. We understand articularly that the speech tool is by definition articulatory phonetic, how the sound of language is produced by the human speech, while phonetic acoustic is how the language of the sound is transmitted, while auditory phonetic is how the language is heard. So, this phonemic is how her language from phonetic, then how sound of the language becomes meaning. Next, morphology. Etymologically, morph is the science that studies the smallest unit of language that has meaning. Morphology is the branch of linguistics which studies the structure of words and type of their formation. It is generally divided into inflectional morphology, which studies the type of word formation. Morphem is the basic unit in morphology. It is defined as a minimal unit of meaning of grammatical function. Thus, the word unlooked in the sentence, he unlocked the door, has 3 morphems and is used to show an opposite. Look means to past tense with a K and ed indicate past tense. There are morphems that can be used as single words: book, run, nice, one. They are called free morphems. Others cannot stand alone and have to be attached to another morphem. And, mean, d, s. They are bound morphems. Syntax. Examine how each word in a sentence has a functional structure and its respective roles in conveying the message intended by the speaker owner. Syntax rules in language are very important. Sometimes, if these rules are not followed, the sentence we mean actually has a meaning that is not what we expect. Using the rules of syntax, we combine words into phrases and phrases into a sentence. English has fixed subject, verb, object. Next, semantic. Semantic, the study of meaning. Semantic is a linguistic meanings. As we know, language not only has a structure but also has the meaning that is conveyed. This meaning itself has many meanings, including connotative, denotative, referential, grammatical. For example, there is the following sentence. First, my right hand hurts. Second, he is my father's right hand. In the example sentence has a denotative meaning with the meaning of the right hand of the body, while the right hand in the second sentence has a connotative meaning, namely thirst. Well, these kinds of these are studied in semantics. Now, we discuss macrolinguistic. As previously explained, macrolinguistic focus on language and aspects outside of language. Now, we go to psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistic has three aspects. The first, language acquisition, relates to how the language is acquired or language acquisition. The second, language knowledge and usage, relate to decoding and encoding, how the language is structured and how the language is spoken. In this case, relate to knowledge of the third, production and comprehension, relate with child, adult, and disability, how language is produced starting from the level of children, adults, then disability. As a whole, these three aspects in psycholinguistic are a relation, how the language is acquired, later how the language is used by an individual. Next, sociolinguistic. Sociolinguistic is the study of the complex relation between language and society that are concerned with how people use language in social context. Example of how talking to peers and parents are different. Forensic linguistic. Before that, I will show you the following symbols. You must know the meaning of this sign symbol. The first is prohibit parking. The second is prohibit from turning around and is prohibit from entering. Now, this is an example that and language has legal force. Forensic linguistic is the application of linguistic knowledge to legal question and issue. According Alsan 2008, the interface between language, crime, and law. So, a short explanation from me. I'm sorry if there is a shortage of what I have to say. Hopefully useful, successful, and healthy always, and happiness be with us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.